Good afternoon. This is Dr. Najeeb Ahmad Rumi from my Health and Mind Wellbeing Clinic, London. Uh, you're all welcome. And today, our topic is you can see the title is obesity and its management. Before I go to our topic, uh, it's a brief introduction, as I do usually in the beginning of my uh, talk. I'm a medical doctor with my degree in MBBS and master's degree in public health, lifestyle management, and mind well-being. So today we are going to focus on a world global pandemic, which is obesity, overweight. And if you see the title and description of all of my today's topic is obesity, overweight, which is getting worse, unfortunately, day by day, due to sedentary, unhealthy, and lazy lifestyle, due to physical dependency and addiction. Because physical, uh, you know, addiction is not a problem, but psychologically, when you are addicted, because our body needs some food to survive, to move, to, you know, for healthy activities inside the body need energy. But up to a certain extent, when we go beyond that extent, then it convert into some serious form of ailment and sickness in the shape of our body. uh, you can say it's fat and obesity, which is a really very alarming situation for all of us. It must need to be addressed properly, and it must need to be managed, because wisdom is theory and therapy is its action, its treatment. I always say wise words without wise action is falsehood. So wise words needs to be addressed in form of your action. Today's topic is obesity, and this is theory. And maintenance of your body weight is the therapy. If we are talking about only theoretical material, and theory is, Google is full of theory, and you can name it, and then you can find the theory, and whatsoever the things are, it's there, all of the information. Subjectively you can go for it, and objectively when you act upon it to manage your problems. So the management of today's topic is obesity. So it need to be addressed, and it need to be dealt with practically, how you're going to manage your obesity through through wisdom and by taking some measures. And I do recommend that healthy lifestyle changes, you can manage your weight. It's not a rocket science, it's not a big deal, but your commitment, and if you're determined, you can easily manage your weight. So weight management is today's topic, and we are very much focused and what to do, how to do to manage, because sedentary life, lazy lifestyle, because quick order, ordering food, it's all over the world. It's ridiculous. You're just lying on your bed with your friends, with yourself, with your family, and you're ordering food. And unhealthy junk food is knocking at your door, and you are paying for your disease, you're paying for your obesity, you're paying. I'm not against all of these things, but I'm in favor of a healthy lifestyle. You have to cook food, healthy food for yourself, for your friends, for your family. And then through action, you can prevent your disease. You can name it, lots of disease linked and associated with obesity and overweight problems. So if you look into the definition, because I'm not focused on the definitions and what is going on, what is the obesity. All of us love to have a well-built body, at least not too obese, and we have the right to think like that about how we wanted to look like a smart, muscular body and presentable body, because it's a reflection of our. Because I always say we are what we eat. If we consume healthy food, then it will reflect from our physical body. We will be presentable and we look like healthy and fresh and energetic. And other way around, if we are not having healthy food, then it will definitely reflect from our body. If we are obese, if we are having pain, so lots of problems associated with uh, overweight and with obesity. So, if again, it's that because obesity is not just a cosmetic concern, it also is a risk for many health issues such as heart disease, you can name it, type 2 diabetes. What is type 2 diabetes? It's a diabetes which is linked to consumption of unhealthy and sugary drinks. So it's a diabetes. It's very common all over the globe nowadays, and it's due to unhealthy lifestyle. It's called type 2 diabetes. And heart disease, heart strokes, hearts, you can name it. And even some form of cancers are directly linked to, according to scientific research and studies. Many form of even cancers are directly associated with overweight and obesity. So, so I need to address, because I'm sorry, it looks dangerous, but don't panic. You can prevent your health problems easily, and you can lose your weight, as I have mentioned in the beginning of this talk, that we are what we eat, and we are what we think. The way we think, feel, and act, our wisdom always lies into our pattern of thoughts, mindset, what we think. And if we think correctly, if we think positively, wisely, then we have to prove it in our action. Like if we are obese, then we are talking about the wisdom of smartness of your body and cosmetic uh, things and aesthetics and lots of good stuff. And if somebody is like, as for instance, if I'm obese and overweight and I'm treating people with weight management and with problems with obesity, problem with, that it would be ridiculous for me, even myself. So if I'm unable to manage my weight, then how come I can help uh, the others, my patients, when I'm treating them? So again, I'm going to link it up with the wise. words without wise action. So, though, because my theory and my therapy based, because this topic is all about how I'm going to treat my patients and how I'm going to help them out uh, with the help of, because this all these talks are based on neuro-narrative therapies, because I have derived these therapies, because it's not something you are very much into it, and it's not a rocket science. It's not a complicated things to do. It's very easy. You can change your lifestyle, and uh, from negative poles towards positive pole, from sedentary lifestyle, because sedentary lifestyle I do call sad entry, because sedentary is unhealthy and lazy lifestyle, and you can transform from lazy, because if you are committed, if you're determined, then even prevention is the best treatment, and prevention is the best medicines. So the first, if you see the description, the first medicines, uh, in the first medicines, and the first principle of medicine. What is that? First principle of that medicine of first principle of medicine is fasting. Nowadays, it's very fashion and it's very trendy. Intermittent fasting. If you Google what is intermittent fasting, lots of research is going on. Lots of studies are nowadays, valid studies and research-based studies, is intermittent fasting. But I believe in, because it's only for me, because I'm just wanted to lead a healthy and happy lifestyle. I do my fasting to 2 hours or 17 hours, because it's fasting, but it's not all the time fasting. It's I can have tea, coffee. It's liquid diet I can have, but I'm very much focused, and I do fasting at least 17 to 20 hours or 24 hours daily. It's not continuous fasting, but it's not for everyone. It's uh, it's really for if you have some medical condition, of course, then you need to be um, the best consultant, and the doctor is your qualified medical doctor. I always emphasize, don't go if someone is not qualified or not registered medical doctor, because it's very dedicated and very serious health issues. Because when you about your health, then really you must need to get advised from a qualified person or qualified doctor, like in England and in the UK. We are all the qualified in their domains. They are qualified registered doctor. They are prescribing medicines or talking therapies or whatsoever their domain is. But so it's not everyone. 24 hours of fasting or fasting, continuous fasting. It's for leading a healthy lifestyle, specifically for myself, if you want to do. But the best option is, if you don't have any medical condition, if you don't have any problems, then you can do it. But if you have some medical condition, of course, then you should contact your GP or your doctor, whatsoever your customs or your country's rules and regulations. That's I'm talking about in the England, what's going on. So through physical activities, you can change your lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle is you need to be, because nowadays it's a remote work. We are doing remote. This is remote services which I'm providing for away, and but I'm very much concerned when you finish your work, then you need to go to the park. You need to go some healthy activities. Go to play some games at least on daily basis. talking and walking are very important. Talking therapies, it's like a therapeutic. You need to share your thoughts when you don't get it realized, and you don't talk to your, nowadays it's social network media. We are just far away, getting communication gap is getting bigger because we are getting away from each other, and we are, that's why communication gap is getting significantly risky and very dangerous for all of us. This could leads to depression and many mental health conditions. So keep in mind, and you need to talk to your lively nowadays. You need to talk to your friends, and we must need to see each other physically, not remotely. With the social network media, we have lots of friends all over the globe, but we can't see them on the ritual devices. But in first person, we have to see each other. We have to walk and talk together. Collective humanistic approach is that we, it give us more positivity and more, health. So this is all about today's obesity, and which is pandemic issue. If you are obese, if you are overweight, then step by step we'll discuss what to do, how to do, and how to manage our obesity. Because my theory is, the theory based is neuro-narrative theory. Your neurons, your mind, and then how you are getting, or if you are being controlled, fully controlled by your negative mind or positive mind. Because negative mind never ever, because negative mind always control your emotion, your thoughts, and your wisdom. The positive mind is like a parental approach. Healthy and parental approach is to give you guidance. If your mind is a reflective and active mind, it always guides you. That's neuro narrative therapy. Then you have to build up proper narrative. If you are under pressurized, if you are under the pressure of your mind, a reactive mind can never ever be your friend. Reactive mind is your enemy. How? Because reactive mind has always many problems for your problems. Reactive mind never ever give you the solution of your problem. Only your reflective and active mind can help and guide you in terms of giving you proper guidance, proper hope, and help you, because then you can lead a meaningful lifestyle. You can be, then you can. If I am unable to help myself, if I'm unable to help and guide myself, then how can help and guide you guys? Never ever, no way. So first I need to be focused on my wellness, being, not being centered or self-centered approach, but through compassion, through sharing and caring, I can help you. So in this way, you can change your lifestyle. Because what do you want? Do you want to shape up your mind and shape up your body? So there are various techniques. Like my technique is MBBS technique. Although MBBS is our medical degree, because being a medical doctor, always I have built up many, theories and therapies, self-evident based, and of course it's a valid approach. It's not something which is um, harmful for you and for others, for myself. It's very guidance, and according to the guideline, according to, it's a nice guideline. So MBBS is Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Or many of us may have uh, yeah, some knowledge about this. If you're not a doctor, then it's MBBS is Bachelor degree in Medicine. But my MBBS technique is different because today's topic is relevant to today's topic, which is obesity and weight management. So MBBS in my techniques, M stand for mind and B stand for behavior because it's MB, your mind and your behavior, your neuro-narrative therapy. You can change your narrative through your behavior because, as I have mentioned, wise words without wise action. If subjectively you have lots of know-how and information about Google is full of helping Baba, it's helping, and it's a really astonishing device which is very helpful, and lots of merits and demerits of each and everything is there, but it's very informative and helpful. So Google is full of subjective things. You can get gather informations all about your health or all about the things globally. But wise words, these are wise words. You can get information, but wise action, subjective and objective, theory and therapy. What is theory is subjective. It's there. Like today's theory is subjective. Subject is obesity, overweight, weight, and the management. Theory is all about the how it start. This is all about obesity through unhealthy consumption of food. This is theory. We are having food and having we are overweight or having problems with weight management. This is theory. As therapy, what is therapy is we are therapists. How when we are managing our weight, not through medications, not through because if you have some problems, then of course we have to take some medication uh, and with the consultation of your registered medical doctor. But you can change your lifestyle if you are having unhealthy lifestyle, eating junk food, fizzy drinks, then it's alarming situation. You need to avoid, you need to prevent, change your lifestyle by having healthy vegetable food, protein diet, and to avoid junk food and fizzy drinks. So MBBS is mind, body, SMBB, mind, body, mind, behavior, and then body shaping. So what is that? Is mind because we are what we think we eat. As if we eat unhealthy, and then it could leads to obesity and overweight. And we are what we think the way, and we are what we think the way we think, feel, and act. It's all about how we are going to shape up our body through MBBS techniques by Dr. Najeeb, by myself. Yes, you have to think well, feel well, heal well, and deal well. When you are in a healthy state of mind and body, then of course you are a changed person. You can feel a storm of positivity. It's a flow of positivity coming into your mind, and then you would be better off to help even others in this way. If you are unable to help your health, your problems, then how come you can help others? So keep one thing in your mind all the time. Try to be compassionate, self-compassionate, self-love, and self-respect. Then you can be a changed person. Otherwise, you will be a chained person all the time, chained of various things are here, worries, problems, economics, cultural norms, or you know, uh, such as uh, bad stuff in each and everything is there. And then it's not because 7.88 billion people, they have valid and valued places unless or until it's helpful for you, for them and for others. If you're not helpful, then of course it's a serious issues need to be addressed and need to be corrected through our actions. So now again, I'm coming to the point, which is the health issues, health related issues, which is obesity and weight management. because many my service users and my clients and patients, they ask how to do what to manage our, because the simple way is through healthy lifestyle changes. When we eat healthy, we are healthy. We can control our, manage our weight, we can control our, hair, mind, because this theory is mind and our behavior. Neurons, mind, and narrative. We are changing our narrative. What we are under the command of positive mind or under the command of our dictator mind, our negative mind. Because everything is being controlled by, because it could be your mind is friend and as well as your mind is your enemy. Because I always share my thought that mm, because mind is like a garden and our thoughts are like seeds. We can grow flowers or we can grow weeds. It's up to us. With positive and active and reflective mind, we can grow flowers. We can, and with, of course, other way around, with negative mind, aggressive mind, arrogant mind, because you think that you are something, that is under the influence of your mental health issues. You're aggressive, arrogant, you can name it. I'm not talking about anyone, but I'm talking about the alarming situations worldwide. Why depression is getting worse day by day. It's no, I'm not judgmental, but it's really alarming situation. We need to be addressed and we need to be correct. Need to make it. We need to manage it and make it more positive and helpful. So you can be your healer or harmer. Help yourself. Treat yourself in respectable way. Treat and help yourself in a respectable way. Because the only person who can help, heal, or harm you is yourself. Or because the closest relationship on this globe is your mother and father, parent, and your siblings, your friends, your children. Because then you just seek some assistance from your mother, who is very helping and who never ever uh, told a lie to you. She always helped you to shape up your mind, to shape up your body. Because first university of is for all of us is the lap of our mother. And I always say the lovely slap of your mother is the first lessons. Not it's a lovely slap. Like she is in love with her children. So always learn from what we learn from the, because guidance is, you can, first teacher mentor is your mother. So coming to my point, so weight management, obesity, fat, if you are even underweight, because weight management is all about, if you are underweight, even it's a alarming situation, then you need to seek help and guidance from your qualified medical doctor or whatsoever the system and the custom of your country is. But you must need, because nowadays social network media, you can check each and everything on Google, or information is there. But be careful about seeking advice and help from not a qualified person who can be risky for you. So be careful. So now I'm coming to, this is all about the subjective. Your way, the problem is this, because the problem and the solution. Because neurons, narrative therapy, solution. The solution is both things are there: negative mindset, positive mindset. Neurons is going to give you some positive stuff, positive. But if someone, they may have some mental health issues, of course, then we are human being, and then we need to seek some assistance and support from our qualified psychiatrists, counselor, or doctors. But if you think that you don't have any problems, mental health issues, or you are not overwhelmed, or worried about the condition and situations, then we can work on your mind and body shaping MBBS with the help of neuro-narrative and MBBS technique, what mind, behavior, and body shaping. Because the doctor is your the best friend who can help uh, you to achieve fruitful results of your problems. So now I'm coming to the management of obesity, management of overweight, management of your body, because everyone would love to be a presentable uh, shape of body. If you are not presentable, of course, then it's wishful thoughts. If you are not going to leave are going to give up sedentary or unhealthy lifestyle, then nobody can. Because if you think that some surgery or some medicines are there, no way. Because of course, if some real rarest problems are there, then you need to go for some medications. But I don't advise. But your doctor can advise you if you want to seek some surgery or some other way of treating your problems with drugs, then I can't say anything. But I'm very much focused to change and to manage your uh, weight by the help of healthy lifestyle changes like eating healthy, proactive lifestyle. So how we can calculate our if we are, because we always, some of us, we always tell a lie to ourselves. Oh, I'm okay. I'm not overweight, and lame excuses are there. But we need to find out the way we are going to manage our problems is right uh, thing and right way to manage, which is based on truth and scientifically based things are our BMI calculator. What is that BMI calculator? Because it's very common. If you have a smartphone, then you can Google or you can use your computer or whatsoever. If you have some access to your smartphone, then you can Google BMI, B for body, M for mass index. So body mass index, you can be committed, and if you are committed and determined, you need to find out where the real problem is. If you feel that you have some issues, and if you wanted to address and wanted to dress up in a proper way by shaping your body and mind, then you can be smart when you are wearing good clothes. Or if you are obese, then of course it is. It doesn't look nice. So, so I'm not judgmental about anything, but I'm going to raise some real and serious issues to be addressed and to be corrected and to be managed accordingly. Because I'm here to help my global community with these theories and therapies. Although I'm um, doing this privately, public sectors, private sectors, and in voluntary sectors, but these are voluntary. If someone needs my help and support, I can help and support them through my these great notions of my theory and therapy consultations. Because if you are less well off, if you are unable to afford, then these are free services. If you are affording, then of course I will guide you and I will let you know about my consultations. But it's really affordable. So now we are coming to BMI calculator. We have to calculate, we have to find out the real problem and the risk and severity of the problem. If it is getting worse day by day and we are not going to manage our problem, then of course it could lead to some serious consequences. And we will discuss what are the complications of obesity. So if you are obese or not, and there is easy way to measure your weight in kilograms and your height in meters. And then the formula is that you have to go to the BMI calculator, and your BMI calculator on your smartphone or computer or your device. Then it will come BMI calculator, and it will ask your age, your weight, and your uh, height, and then it will there, and then it will give you positive or negative result. Positive and negative result, if you are less than 18.5, your BMI ratio is 18.5, then it will show on the screen there, and then you will find that your result will be underweight. Then you have to manage your weight accordingly by having through healthy lifestyle, by having good food, protein, balanced diet. Again, with the consultation, with the advice of your registered medical doctor, if you are underweight and your BMI ratio is less than 18.5, and overweight is 20, at least 20. If your body weight is 20 mi, then it's okay. If it is 20 to 29.9, then it comes into the category of overweight. Then you need to be seriously, you need to take it, and you need to find uh, some measures. You need to take some measures to manage your weight. And 30 to 40, alarming situation. Again, it's obesity. It will reflect, it will come there and then on the calculator, BMI calculator, that red alert, you are overweight. If your BMI, body mass index calculator, show that you are 30 to 40 your BMI, then it will reflect and it will come on the screen, on the result of your BMI calculator, that you are obese. And then again, this is theory. This the result is based on theory, and therapy is wise action. You need to take wise action in order to manage your weight, because you are the right person who can help, heal or harm you. Nobody will come to heal or harm you. You can heal and harm yourself with the help of this. And then, if you're unfortunately, unluckily, God forbidden, if someone is more than 40 BMI ratio, then it's very, very alarming situations. Red alert, you're very obese, and then no way, you need to take serious action about your weight management through healthy lifestyle changes. And of course, if you have other problems, then of course you have to seek your advice from your registered medical doctor. Now, with BMI calculator, you can self-diagnose your problem of obesity or underweight or not, but still one problem is there, that you need to take some measures in order to manage your problem, yourself, help yourself through healthy lifestyle changes. Causes of obesity, because it could lead to obesity, is our daily body's activities need energy. Of course, our body need calories, 2,500 kilocalories, 2,000 kilocalories for men and women, and it's more for children who are more active. But roughly, it's 200, 2,000 to 200, 2,500 for men and 2,000 for women kilocalories, or you can find the daily requirement of kilocalories. It's on the Google. The exact figure you will find. So we need to burn calories, because we are need body, and our body needs calories. So we need to find out the kilocalories, how many kilocalories. If we are having more food and more kilocalories, calories are going into our body, then of course it is converted into fat, and fat is converted is going to give us more, you know, obese body and overweight. So, so risk factors. What are those risk factors associated with overweight and obesity? Uh, Inactive lifestyle, as I have mentioned, it's sedentary lifestyle, lazy lifestyle nowadays very common. Using remote and remote work, remote control, playing, operating each and everything, ordering food in our room, and it's there being supplied by food networks, services, and again, it's not healthy food. So once in a blue moon, you can have this ordering food, but not all the time, 24/7, because you are relying on junk food and on fast food. You have to change your narrative. You have to change your lifestyle. So without any activity, you don't burn as much calories as you need to have more exercise to burn your excessive calories. So, so there is no even age. Obesity could occur at any age. With any nowadays, it's very, you know, it's very common among young persons, among children, because they are fully there on unhealthy food and unhealthy lifestyle. So, complications, what are the disease and complications are associated with uh, obesity, with overweight? Type 2 diabetes, as I have already mentioned, it's due to unhealthy lifestyle. Cardiovascular disease, heart disease is very common, and it could be with anyone, but it's more in the people who are obese and who are overweight. It's heart disease, strokes, and even some form of cancers are associated with overweight, and even some mental health issues, depression, anxiety, social uh, physical disability, discomfort, and don't and social isolation. If you are not presentable and your shape of body, then it's give you some kind of depression you can do, or you are going away from your friends. You're obese and overweight, eating all the time sweets and fatty and saturated stuff. Then need to be change your lifestyle. Otherwise, nobody can help you. You are the right person who can heal or harm you. If you are self-harmer, nobody can help you. If you're self-healer, then everybody will come to you and they will praise and they will admire you. Oh, you're looking smart, you're good, and you're glowing, you're fresh. At all, they will just damn care. Nobody can help you, but they don't have even time. If you're laughing, if you're smiling, then every person will come to you, smile with you. If you're crying and you're pain and disease, disorders, then people will run away from you. So it is one of the factor which is linked to your social isolations, leads to depression, anxiety, even self-harming situation, suicidal ideation. If you want to go to your doctor, again, I'm going to say, seek your help from your doctor, qualified doctor, who can help and guide you in terms of your body weight, your weight management. So ask your doctor and keep a keep a health and well-being diary. You need to, because you need to be, if you are committed, if you are determined, then you can your food can be your medicines, good stuff, good food. You can it can be like medicines based on vegetable, green vegetables and fruits. I use the term vegetarians are there, fruitarians. You have more fruits if you can afford. Although this is basic human rights, uh, basic psychological and physiological need includes clean air, pure water, and healthy amount of food on your table are the basic human rights. Then your second level of pyramid of uh, Abraham Maslow human rights based spiritual pyramid, divine pyramid is based on five levels. Basic human includes your sufficient food, healthy food on your table and your shelter. And second level, as I have mentioned many times, second level is your safety and security, your shelter, your safety and security of your job, sufficient amount of money you need. This is your basic human rights. Third level is love and belonging, your marriage, your safe sex, flow, whatsoever your uh, sexual orientation is. This includes your um, basic human rights according to Abraham Maslow pyramid and my school of thought about spirituality is divine pyramid. If you are non-believer, then it's a basic human rights. We need to be satisfied up to the level of gratification, gratitude. And then third level is sex and marriage. This is basic human rights. And fourth one of the Abraham Maslow hierarchy pyramid is your self-respect and self-esteem is at the top. Is the fourth level. First, physiological needs, psychological needs need to be fulfilled, satisfied. Then fourth level is then you would be in a better positions to respect yourself, to heal yourself, to heal yourself, to help yourself, and to respect yourself with self-esteem. And then at the top of that Abraham Maslow human rights pyramid is self-actualization. How what actual you are, then you can potentialize your energy, your capacity, your characteristics. So, so the food is sufficient. Food is basic human rights need to be fulfilled. So coming to the point, how to manage and treat treatment plan is you have to keep a diary, weight management, because it's never ever too late to start living healthy and happily. It's never ever too late. Start from today, because if you are determined, you have to take action. Like STAR technique, I have mentioned. Situation is your obesity, and thought process is situation 10%. Your obesity thought process is 10%, and you are going to manage it, and you're going to start it 10%. A is action. How much? 70%. If you are going to take action from today and you are promptly are going to change, bring your narrative here, and you write it, rewrite it, and take action. Action is 70% in total, 70, 10, 10, 90, and or is result. And result is of 10%. But keep in mind, your action is everything. If you're taking action, then you have to accept what is the action. In my terms, which I always remind you, action is accept, A, C, challenges in your life, T, think, I, intelligently, wisely, O, observe and organize. You need to be more observant and observe non-judgmentally, and keen. You need to take keen interest and then organize this weight management. How you are going to organize with the help of your doctor, with the help of your guide and mentor. And then, and now, right now, as I have mentioned, it's never ever too late to start living healthy, happily. If you're healthy, happily lifestyle, then you can reverse your age factor. You can reverse your and you can reverse your even cancers, depressions, arthritis, obesity, overweight, and wrinkles on your face, you can reverse your disease through uh, healthy lifestyle changes. So take action, and then you can use these tools and techniques which I'm going to share with you, like MBBS tech of mine. Basic is neuro-narrative theory. So you have to write it down on a piece of paper, and then you can take action because you are the right persons to take action. You are going to help yourself by taking action. And then 4S avoidance technique. This is 4S avoidance technique derived by myself. If 4S means you have to take care of S, sugar. You have to take, well, need to be more vigilant in terms of consuming sugary drinks, sugary food. Need to be more concerned about the sugar. Take the avoidance or take very, very serious issues because everything is converted into our body sugar and it's converted into fat. So then salt is again it's a learning situation, optimum level of using. So avoid more salt. Saturated diets and food. What is saturated? Food, fat. Unsaturated diet is good for you, but saturated diet like junk food nowadays is very common, need to be addressed and take care. And smoking is very no nowadays is alarming situation. Although it's not directly linked to your obesity, but it's linked to your heart disease, blood pressure. If you are already obese and you are smoker, then it's going to precipitate your problems. It's one of the major contributory factors in terms of going to increase the risk of blood pressure, risk of heart disease, cancer, mental health issues. Because according to research and study shows that smoking and inappropriate level of consumption of alcohol is directly linked to your depression and mental health issues. When you're smoking and you don't know why you're depressed or you're happy, you're smoking or consuming an inappropriate level of whiskey. So inappropriate level of whiskey is risky for you need to be much more vigilant and careful in terms of abusing your these kinds of stuff. So these are the and green vegetables, fruits. You need to take more. Drink water, 4 liters of water, at least once a day. But keep in mind, in during early in the morning, you must have at least 2 glasses of water to clean eyes, um, detoxify your body. Because like we're washing hands and face, we need to wash our inner stomach and blood mm, by having 2 glasses of at least in fast when we fast or fasting early in the morning. We need to take at least I use 2 to 4 glasses of water in the morning to clean eyes, to detoxify my whole system body. But if you have some medical conditions like renal problem, your kidneys problems, or other problems associated with water intake, then again I'm telling you it's not for everyone, but it's you need to talk to your GP or your doctor concern if you have some problems. But it's for healthy persons. You need to take more water, at least 4 liters of water. If you are living in the area where there is very hot weather and seasons, but in London it's really today is cloudy and raining and drizzling. I enjoy this weather, but really it's very hard for me to live in hot areas. So you enjoy wherever you are. You have to enjoy your life because this is your life and valid and valued places whatsoever your thought, your religions or without any religion, whatsoever your color, ability, less ability, more ability. respect for all of the human beings with religious belief, without any belief. If you are theist or atheist, I have lots of respect for all of the human because my school of thought is based on love and respect and humanity. To love and take care of human being, whatsoever their religion, race, color, originality, nationality, sexual orientation is. But we belong to one human species. That's why we are very, very important and valuable with our whatsoever our valid and valued places are. So green tea is again because I always share my lifestyle, which I'm fruitarian. I eat more. I eat more fruits and vegetables and fish, seafoods, and my lifestyle is having not intermittent fasting. I'm having mm, ongoing fasting, 24, 20 to 24-hour fasting. It's not intermittent fasting, it's ongoing daily fasting. But it's different and might be difficult for other people. But I do believe that it's good for me, for my health, for it's my lifestyle. So it's not for everyone. If you have any problem, then you need to contact your doctor and get advice from your registered medical doctor. So I'm sharing my own lifestyle because I just have once in 24 hours, 20 hours, I'm still fasting. It's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in London. So I will break my fast, but I can have you know liquid diet like water, lemon water, green tea, coffee. I'm fond of coffee, tea without sugar, without putting more amount of milk. But I like coffee, tea. But it's not everyone. If you whatsoever your problem is, so, but fasting, continuous fasting, I do. It's my lifestyle. I feel more comfort. I feel more healthy and rejuvenations. You feel more younger and more energetic, positive, healthy. I control my weight. I control my anger. I control my blood pressure. I control my everything you can name it. But it's at least when you are vigilant and you are taking, because my specialty is preventive health, community medicines, social medicines, spiritual medicines. Because you remember that I always remind myself that we have, this is fact theory. You can Google and find various dimension of health. Your physical social dimension of health is complete well-being state of your physical health. It's a physical dimension of health. Then your mind dimension of health, your mental dimension of health. Mentally, you are stable. Your mind is full of positive energy or at the optimistic level. Not all the time we are full of positive energy. Sometimes we are feel low and we are just feeling depressed or stressed, but not all the time. Extreme level of everything is bad. It's like a poisonous. So then is social dimension of it. Socially, we are well off. Socially, we are connected with each other. Environmental health dimension is also very important because your environment, your space where you're living, so your surroundings, your friends, environmental health is one of the most important dimension of health. Then, of course, economical dimension of health. Economics is like healthy. If you are less well off, if you are unable to afford, although this is basic human rights, your economical health need to be satisfied by the state of your country, who is the ruling class and who is the head of your state of your country. They are they held responsible for your basic human rights. They must need to provide you these basic human rights, economical health. So, and then spiritual health, your emotional health dimension is very important. So, for weight management is all of these dimensions of health need to be addressed properly and need to be managed and corrected in a proper way. When we have know-how about the subjective, about the theory, then we would be in a better positions to manage our problem. If we are unable to have some know-how about the theory, then how come like we can be in a positions to manage the problems? So we have discussed the problems, and which is the obesity, overweight, or underweight, and what are the uh, complications, consequences, how we find um, that we are obese. Ask from yourself, help you find out. Nowadays it's very common, we are watching all the time movies, social network media, being liked or disliked by others. We are requesting people to like our you know post on social network media, but we are not thinking about ourselves, what we are having problems. This is like a disease, obesity, overweight, and it must need to be addressed and need to be properly dealt with and handled and managed, not with the medications. The best medications is food, healthy lifestyle, walking, talking to your friends, going outside, going to join green gyms, swimming, whatsoever your availability and facilities of your country, of your area is. But I'm talking about in the UK, in London, so we have lots of opportunities we avail. But I preference going to because I do 2 hours, mm, 1 hour's biking. I do ride my bike. Although it has been stolen last week, my bike somebody has stolen. I just walked in front of the tube station, and then when I came back, and it has been broken by someone I don't know. So then I reported to the station masters there. To them, uh, yes, give up. I will buy. Will get another one. So I 1 hour's uh, walk, brisk walk in the park, because park is a nice place. And you're going, it's pure of food, positive energy, it's oxygen, because five friends and foods and doctors of, of human being. First is friend and doctor is your sunlight. First, if you think, I believe that it's oxygen, pure, clean, which is basic human rights. It's free, fair, clear oxygen supply for all of the human beings. This is basic human rights. And then water, clean water is again basic human rights. It's like a doctor, it's like a medicines, like a food, oxygen and water. And then sunlight is like a friend, like a doctor, like a therapist, like a medicine. And then of course healthy consumption of food, fruits and vegetables, and free of junk food. And then exercise. Walk in the park is like a medicine, it's a therapeutic. When you go to the walk, calibration is deliberately you're going to walk in order to heal up your body. I feel like I'm in a state of complete holiness, in a state of complete well-being when I go to the park. It's lush green and it's plants. I talk to plants. I talk to it's a mindfulness meditation, full of energy, full of positivity, greenery, oxygen. I do walk 2 hours, 1 hour in the park, and then um, I ride my bikes 1 hour. So it gives me positive energy. It is good even for, but it's not for again everyone. If you have some difficulty with walking, talking, or with some joints problem, then if you are unable to go for a walk, then you need to ask from your doctor. If you're unable to ride a path, then don't do it, because it's not for everyone, but it's for healthy lifestyle. I'm sharing my thoughts, my lifestyle with you, but it's not I'm advising you. I'm just uh, talking and sharing my positive energy and positive thoughts, which I'm leading a healthy lifestyle. I feel much more better because it's very helpful for your sleep. When you go for a walk, then you're a bit tired, and then you can sleep well. You can just when you wake up early in the morning, you look like a fresh guy, fresh chair, and very fresh face. And next day it's directly you have to break up if you are a vicious circle of life, and you take a break, sit down, do meditation, because meditation is medicinal medication if done with dedication. So through positive lifestyle, active lifestyle changes, you can change, because the chemistry of your brain will be entirely changed. And then it's associated with your exercise. You can in a natural way, through natural stimuli, you can secrete positive hormones like dopamine, serotonin, those of happiness. I always say D for dopamine, O for oxytocin, it's happy, and happy hormones. S for serotonin is happy hormone. E for endorphin is again happy hormone. You can secrete or formation of directly when you are going for a walk and you're healthy, happily, and consuming healthy food stuff. Of course, then you can change, you can manage your weight through healthy lifestyle changes. So in this way, you can lead a very positive lifestyle. So in this way, you can be a changed person. You can be very motivated and self-motivated, because as I mentioned, no one will come to see you, no one will come to help you out, even not to your doctor. Try to help yourself with the notion of acceptance. Accept yourself with your strength and weaknesses, whatsoever your strength and weaknesses are. So in this way, change your narrative, rethink, restart, and take action through positive lifestyle changes, um, through keeping in touch with your family, friends, with your near or dearer. Share your thoughts with them, and good sense of humor give you, because sense of hammering is negative. You're going to negative criticize people, you're annoyed with the people, you're talking lots of talk to people, not in front of the people, with people, not against people. When they are in their absence, we're talking about people. We need to talk to people in front of them, face to face. See them, talk, share your positive thought through with the help of good sense of humor, not sense of hammering. Let's say hammering someone. You're talking out of whatsoever jealousy, out of negativity, out of hatred, out of you can name it, but it's few people they have these ne- sometimes disturbing and negative lifestyle. But when you are happy, because when you sleep well, then it is really helpful for your weight management. If your proper sleep of the pattern of sleep is disturbed, then of course it leads to like you are not regularly eating food, appropriate level of food consumption, then so you can't manage. But it's very easy to manage your body, your shape of your body. These techniques which I share, mindfulness meditations, walk in the park, and I always say think twice before you speak. This is a great notion. I have derived what is that? Think twice before you speak. When you're talking and speaking, think two times and think thrice, three times. before you consume. We don't care about when we are eating, we are hungry. It's directly linked to our dopamine secretion. When dopamine level is going down, we start craving, we start feeling, oh, I'm hungry. I, I'm surviving. I'm rather more feeling healthy when 24 hours. I eat once a day, 24 hours. I avoid more carbohydrate, more unhealthy junk food, fizzy drinks. So I'm feeling that positive flow and stream of positive energy is coming into my to my body, to my brain here. So this is neuro-narrative therapy for weight management. Think and write, rewrite, revise, rephrase what's going on into your mind. Listen to you in a silent way. Be quiet, be patient about the things. Help other people. Be kind and compassionate. Then it's very easy to change. So in descriptions, you can share and subscribe this channel if you like. If you don't like, then it's okay. But then I don't I don't ask you, but you can share this video if you like. And in description, each and everything I have written in this description of today's video, you can go there and you can find my number, my contact number, email. If you need some assistance or help, feel free to keep in touch, and within due course of time, I will reply. It's highly confidential things are there, and I will keep. Don't ask even personal questions. It's a generic talk about health and lifestyle. So I think it's more than an hour. It's now time to go, time to leave. Take well care of yourself, and bye bye for today. Take care. Bye bye. Good luck. Goodbye and good luck.